Let's get to what we saw last night. I have told you, as the father of 3, that people who are not parents or have itty bitty cute little wubby babies believe that the terrible 2s are the worst age to raise toddlers. Terrible goes with 2s, and it just makes sense, right? Everybody has a favorite stage. My favorite stage is like 6, 7 months old. Ramos has a newborn baby, not yet 6, 7 months old. 6, 7 months old, they can coo, they can bat their eyes at you, they can get shy and smile, and their head kind of goes side to side, but they can't walk and they can't talk. It's incredible. It's incredible. But if you ask people who don't have kids or who are just having kids, hey, what is the toughest age to raise them? They will say, I don't know, terrible 2s, right? And the terrible 2s are not easy. They're not. There are fits for no apparent reason, right? There are lay down on the ground, throwing fits. They learn the word no. And they think they actually mean it. But what happens when you're raising kids is 3 is actually harder than 2. Not just in terms of number of kids, but in the age of kids. See, because once they're 3, you no longer have the excuse of, terrible 2s. Plus, once they're 3, they move out of the crib into a big boy, big girl bed. They're usually out of diapers as well. At least I would hope so. And because they're 3, you have greater expectations of them. But they're still not really in preschool. They're still just 3 years old. I bring that up because last night, Sam Darnold was like Oprah Winfrey giving out a car. And you get an interception, and you get an interception, and you get an interception. And the whole world is freaking out over Sam Darnold saying this.
We're going to keep bringing it. Seen ghosts.
This was Kyle Van Noy, talented linebacker for the New England Patriots, when told that while mic'd up, Sam Darnold said he was seeing ghosts.
At one point on the ESPN broadcast that I felt like he was seeing ghosts out there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's the boogeyman. It's real.
You talked about the continuity of your defense. We're up front together.
Sorry. He really said that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, how were you guys able to rattle him?
That's crazy for him to say that. That makes it real, you know what I'm saying?
And by the way, that's the real idea of people being mic'd up. Not this phony baloney BS. Let's go! Let's go! Right? Oh, we want the real stuff. We want the, man, I'm seeing ghosts out there. I thought you said, I got no idea what happened. Right? Here's Adam Gase, head coach of the Jets, about the leaked audio.
We'll be looking into that pretty hard. That was one of those things that was really disappointing to hear about after the game. I don't know if I've ever seen that where, somebody that was mic'd up was basically, a comment like that was allowed to be aired. It bothers me. It bothers the organization. I mean, obviously we're going to be looking hard into our cooperation going forward.
Yeah, that means there will be no more mic'd up New York Jets quarterbacks or important players from now into as long as Adam Gase is there. Because it's clearly the microphone's fault that Sam Darnold played his worst game as a pro. Now, I've heard plenty of media head, and there's lots of media guys that are Jet fans, right? They're Met fans, they're Jet fans, they're Syracuse fans. That's what they are. They usually went to Syracuse, and they all got together like, who do you like? Like, let's all like the same teams. Because a lot of them grew up on Long Island or New York, whatever, and they like the second team. They don't know. Nobody grows up loving the Yankees. That's, Anyway, let's get rid of Adam Gase. Sam Darnold's overrated. Hey, didn't they just beat the Cowboys last week? They did. That did just happen. And what happened was a talented, inexperienced quarterback had his worst game as a pro against the best team in football. A team that can confuse even the best quarterback in the NFL. Right? Like, let's look. Do you remember how Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers looked the first week of the season? Like, well, Pittsburgh stinks. Like, no, they had Ben Roethlisberger, Hall of Fame quarterback, 2-time Super Bowl winner, and he looked completely befuddled at the speed and elusiveness of that defense. But here's the bigger and more important and more salient point of Sam Darnold's 11 for 32, 86 yard, no touchdown, 4 interception, 3.6 quarterback rating game. 3.6 in quarterback ratings is essentially the Blutarski. Blutarski is Bluto from Animal House, who got a 0.0. Anyway, for those of you who are under 35, 40, you may not understand that reference. Here's the important point. I believe second-year quarterbacks are harder than first-year quarterbacks, rookie quarterbacks. Because a rookie quarterback, you expect them to be bad. You expect them to be inexperienced. You expect them to make mistakes. Right? When you have a 2-year-old, you expect them to poop their pants. You expect them to throw a fit. You expect them to say the word no. And with those lowered expectations come the raised expectations of when they're 3. The same thing happens in their second year as a starter. Hey, Sam Darnold hadn't played that much football. Right? He started a year and 3 quarters in college. And he has not started 2 straight years here in the National Football League. He missed half of this season due to mono. He's playing against the best team. He's coming off his best game, and he had a bad one. He had a stinker. 3-year-olds are given just more, right? You let them stay up later. You let them sleep by themselves in a big boy, big girl bed. You take off the diapers and you put on the underwear. And every once in a while, they're going to make a doo-doo in that underwear. You'd be like, man, thought we were out of this stage. And second-year quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold. You're going to sit there and say, well, they're veterans. Technically, they are veterans. They have 1 year of experience in the NFL. The guy on the other side of the ball has 20 years of experience. And hey, even sometimes those guys get confused. Those guys have bad games. Like, if you want to run Sam Darnold out of town because he had a game where he was seeing ghosts in his second year as a starting quarterback, well, dude, we saw Tom Brady throw 2 in what should have been 3 interceptions in the AFC Championship game, making some mistakes, being confused against one of the worst defenses in football. Our expectations get raised because he's no longer a rookie. So we give them the entire playbook, and we call them a veteran, the face of the franchise. But the truth is, he doesn't even have a year in the business yet. He's still very, very much a 3-year-old. He's not 14, not 15, not 18, not 19. He's just a 3-year-old. And your presumption is rookie quarterbacks, man, rookie quarterbacks are tough because, yes, but you protect them. You only give them half the playbook and half the field, and you don't give them the ability to run check with me's and switch the play at the line of scrimmage. You run what we tell you to run, and that's it. And when you raise those expectations and you give them more of the playbook, sometimes this happens. The Jets weren't supposed to be good this year. They fired their GM after the free agency period, in which he signed Le'Veon Bell to a contract above that to which anybody valued him at. Quinnen Williams got hurt the first game of the year. They're missing 2 starting offensive linemen last night. They're playing the best team in football. And sometimes 3-year-olds soil their pants. And that's what happened last night. Hi, I'm Doug Gottlieb from Fox Sports Radio, and you need to subscribe to the Fox Sports Radio YouTube channel where you can here and see me. Why not? Plus everybody else who's awesome here in Fox Sports Radio.